We're back, and by the way, it was 40 years ago I ran for that House seat up in Pennsylvania, 40 years ago. Anyway, Wednesday's Republican primary debate for governor out in Idaho received national attention this week after a couple of lesser-known candidates stole the show and turned the forum into a viral sensation. It's ample proof that in this country, anyone can run for political office and make some noise. The four candidates on stage that night included incumbent Governor Butch Otter and his challenger State Senator Russ Fulcher. But then there were the anti-abortion advocate Walt Bays and the man who proved to be the main attraction, Harley Brown. Yes, Harley has been his legal first name since 1996, and as that name suggests, Brown's the leader of a local biker club. Here are just some of his notable one-liners from that debate.
Don't think I'm crazy, because I'm not. As it says in my motorcycle club, hey diddle diddle right up the middle. That's my style. We bikers, discrimination, the cops, we are cop magnets. Like a Playboy bunny wearing a miniskirt gets hit on all the time. They pull us over without probable cause. I don't like political correctness. Can I say this? It sucks. It's bondage. And I'm about as politically correct as your proverbial turd in a punch bowl.
Well, we figured we'd change the pace a little bit this week, this Friday evening. So joining us right now for his national television debut is the man himself, Harley Brown. Mr. Brown, thank you. Here's your chance to sound off. I want to know what you don't like about this country, what you'd like to fix if you do get elected president, which I understand is your ultimate goal.
My daddy and his generation won World War II and gave us a free world. And us baby boomers, man, we had the best motorcycles, the best cars, the best cartoons, the best TV shows, and by far the best music. Ram-a-lama ding-dong, rock and roll is king. But we got the national debt wound up into the stratosphere, $17 trillion. My grandson was born a couple months ago, and his share of it is $55,000.
So what would you cut out?
In fact, I hate it.
Okay, you're president of the United States tomorrow morning. You're sworn in. What are you going to get rid of? What government programs are you going to get rid of?
The commies. Okay, I'll tell you, man. 2/3 of the federal government is for social programs, okay? And where in the Constitution does it say we have to give all this money out to everybody, provide health care for everybody, and do, I would give a scientific wild-ass guess that 90% of what the feds do is as unconstitutional as the Communist Manifesto. Where does it say we got to have a Department of Labor, a Department of Education, a Department of Energy, and even two of my favorites, the VA and NASA, but the end run around that is put them under the Air Force and keep them going. But do it under the War Department, which is authorized in Article 1, Section 8, as a function that we, the people, and the states who created.
Where's the Air Force in the Constitution?
That's under the Army Air Corps.
No,
in the Constitution.
In the Constitution. 1789, the Constitution. Where was the Air Force? You want it all literal.
All right. Put it back under the Army Air Corps, man. The B-17s who really worked over Nazi Germany. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having the Army Air Corps again.
What do you make of the constitutional preamble? What do you make of the language in the Constitution, in the preamble that says we should promote in the government the the public welfare of the country? What did they mean by promote the public welfare? You said it's not in the Constitution. What did that mean?
Yeah. That word welfare has been contorted out of shape, and the liberals interpret it as giving money out to everybody who needs it or wants it, and that's not the way the original
intent was. You mean the way you contorted Army,
okay?
The way you contorted Army out of shape to include an Air Force?
A few things changed in the late 40s. And ever since World War II, this country, you know, like all these pissant little wars we've had, starting with Korea, Vietnam, the Gulf. You know, you declare war and you wipe out your enemies, period. That's the way I read it.
So you think we should have killed all the North Vietnamese?
Hell yeah. If we first declare war and then use every weapon we got to annihilate our enemies. You know, you never send a Marine where you can send a bullet, and you always send the biggest bullet you got. Yeah.
Now, let's be, Harley, let's be positive for a minute. I want you to take a half a minute or a minute and list politicians in your lifetime that you respect. Presidents going backwards. The last president you respected. going backwards. Tell me who you liked in American history, positively.
Okay, I like Reagan. I like General Eisenhower. I admire Harry Truman for having the gesundheits to push the button. And, you know, going back, I liked Ulysses S. Grant and George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, of course, the two finest, arguably the finest presidents we've had. Teddy Roosevelt, bully. You know, San Juan, Medal of Honor winner. However, he liberally interpreted the presidential powers. I didn't go for that.
Harley Brown, thanks for coming on. You're running for governor in Idaho. You're on the ballot. Let's see what the people think of your candidacy. And we'll be right back after this.